started with an overview of this chapter. Then we have seen what is counting principle, when to use addition symbol, when to use multiplication symbol. After that, we have seen factorials, basic questions on factorials, how to simplify factorials, what is a factorial, and basic values up till 7 factorial everyone should remember. I'll repeat the values once again so that it's imprinted on your mind. Value of 0 factorial is 1. Value of 1 factorial is 1. Value of 2 factorial, 2. Value of 3 factorial, 6. Value of 4 factorial, 24. Value of 5 factorial, 120. Value of 6 factorial, 720. And value of 7 factorial is 5040. After which we have seen permutations. So there are 3 exercises based in our textbook based on permutations. Exercise 3.3, 3.4 and 3.5. We have already seen 3.3 and 3.4. In exercise 3.3, it's based on linear permutations when all the objects are distinct. And 3.4 is based on linear permutations when all the objects are not distinct. So what does it mean when all the objects are distinct and not distinct? So if anything is repeated, so consider your word such as balloon. So in balloon, you have 2 L's, you have 2 O's. So if any object is repeated, then I can say that all the objects are not distinct. And how do we solve it? Simple. We just divide by the number of times that object has been repeated. In exercise 3.3 and 3.4, we have also seen question types such as if you want 2 objects to be together. So if you want 2 objects to be together, so it can be 2 vowels to be together, or it can be your letters S and T to be together. So how do we solve this? To solve the questions where it is important that those objects should be together, we consider those 2 objects, tie them up together and consider them as one unit. Then we arrange the letters and write a new word. And instead of writing those vowels, we just write the letter X. And then we find in how many ways we can arrange that. Then we'll again go to our vowels and we'll say that the vowels or the 2 letters can be arranged in 2 different ways. And then total is going to be multiplication of those 2. After which we have also seen questions such as you don't want the 2 objects to be together. So these 2 objects should never be together. So if you don't want any 2 objects to be together, it's simple. We just forget about them. Then the rest of the remaining objects, we are going to write them down and we are going to see in how many ways we can arrange them. After arranging the rest of the objects, then we are going to put cross signs. So the cross signs indicate the places where my objects or the objects that I didn't want to be together, that can be placed. So according to the cross signs, those will be my n values, and the number of objects which are actually there, that will be my r values. So I'll use my NPR formula and I'll get the value. So total is going to be multiplication of first and second equations. Similarly, we have seen for all the objects when are not distinct, we just have to divide those objects by the number of times a particular object has been repeated. So today we'll see exercise 3.6, which is based on circular permutations. So in linear permutations, we arranged all the objects in straight line. All the objects were arranged one after another. So we arranged first place, second place, third place, fourth place. But in circular, the objects are going to be arranged in a circular fashion. So there isn't going to be first place, second place, third place, or fourth place. There isn't going to be first place or a last place. So how do we arrange those objects? So I'll share my screen and we can start. Perfect. So type in yes if you are able to see my green screen so that I can start. Everyone, Prasad, Pranika, Rushikesh. Okay, after a long time, Rushikesh. Khushi, Siona, you were not there yesterday. Sanika, new names. Aditya, okay, Aditya was present. Shreyas. Om. Okay, I can see some regular names, some of the names who are absent. Perfect. We'll start. So consider this example that I have to arrange 3 objects. In a linear way. What does linear way mean? In this way. So my objects are A, B, and C. So in first place, what can I write? I can write A, B, or C. Any of the object can go over here. So first place can be filled in 3 ways. This place can be filled in 2 ways, and this place can be filled in 1 way. So we have seen this in linear permutations. There is always going to be a first place over here. There is always going to be a last place. But now you have to arrange these 3 objects in a circular fashion. So you have to arrange A, B, and C in a circular way. So consider that this is a circle. So there are 3 places now, or I can say 3 boxes. So how can I place my A, B, and C? I can write A over here, I can write B over here, or I can write C over here. Is there any other way that I can write this? Yes. Instead of starting A, I can give my starting point A as this. Is there any other way? Yes. I can say my starting point is A over here, B is over here, and C is over here. Is there any other way? Yes. So I'll keep my starting point same, but instead of B, I'll write C and then B. Any more ways that we can think of? This and also this. Okay. So now in linear order, if I start with A, I can write the next letter to be B and the third letter to be C. Or else I can start from my A over here, then I can write B and I can write C over here. So this and this arrangement is different. In my first arrangement, I can say that my first point or initial point is A, my last point is C. In my second arrangement, I can say that my first point is C, last point is B. Therefore, these two are different arrangements. However, when we see the case of circular permutations, there is no first point or last point. It is a circular ring. Therefore, I'm going to check my relative positions. So what does the relative positions means? It means my position with relation to my adjacents. So it can be my left hand side and my right hand side. So let us check. A has right hand side partner as C and A has left hand side partner as B. In this diagram, A again has left hand side partner as B and right hand side partner as C. And in this diagram again, A right hand side partner is C and left hand side partner is B. So even though these 3 diagrams look visually different, they are actually one and the same ways of arranging, because in all of the 3 ways I can say that the relative positions of my partners are same. That means if I consider right hand side partner of A, it is C, and if I consider left hand side partner of A, it is B in all my 3 positions. So these 3 positions are not different. It is just one way of arranging. And let us see this part. In my second portions, I can say that on my right hand side, value of A is equal to B, or my right hand side partner of A is B and left hand side partner of A is C. So it is different from this. In my this diagram, I had right hand side partner as C, whereas in this case, I have my right hand side partner to be B. So I can say that this and this are 2 different ways of arranging. So this is my first way of arranging and this would be my second way of arranging. Now let us see whether these 1, 2 and 3 are same or different. In these 3 cases, I can say that right hand side partner of A is B and left hand side partner of A is C. So same over here, right hand side partner is B, left hand side partner is C. Right hand side partner is B, left hand side partner is C. So 1, 2 and 3, these are not different ways of arranging. These are only one way of arranging them. So this is one way of arranging, and another way of arranging is this. So there are only two ways in which you can arrange the three letters of A, B, and C. Or else there is a simple formula. If there are n number of objects can be arranged in n-1 factorial times in circular way. In this case, we had three objects A, B, and C. Therefore, I can say that three objects can be arranged in 3-1, that is 2 factorial ways. And what is 2 factorial? 2 factorial is 2. So remember this formula that in circular permutation, if you have n objects can be arranged in n-1 factorial times. So if I have 10 objects can be arranged in 9 factorial ways, one less. If I have 15 objects can be arranged in how many ways? 15 minus 1, that is 14 number of ways. We'll see more examples, after which this pictures will start making more and more sense and you'll get a better understanding of this. Okay. So I'll move to next. So how many participants do we have now? 24. Perfect. Asta, Aditya. Okay. So currently in this class we are having 24 participants. And let us say that Prashant decides to give a party to every one of us, and he invites us to his house. And after inviting to his house, we see that there is a big round table, and he says, let's sit for dinner around this round table. So in how many ways can the arrangement be done? Type in your answers to let me know. Or in how many ways can we sit around the round table? Or in how many ways can he arrange us for dinner? Atharva has given answer 23 factorial ways. Aditya has given 24. Rutu is saying 23 factorial ways. Nidhi and Pranika is saying 23. Okay. So if we consider that Prashant is included and then a total of 24 is done. So 24 people can be arranged in 23 factorial ways. But so let us consider this is a case A. So whoever gave 23 factorial answer, their answer is right. If you are thinking that there are 24 people including Prashant, then 24 people can be arranged around a round table in 24 minus 1, that is 23 factorial ways. However, if you consider this scenario that Prashant is calling 24 people, so there will be how many guys in overall? So the total number of people including the host will be 25, because he's inviting 24 people and then the host itself. Host is Prashant in this case. So 24 plus 1 would be 25. And if I consider now 25 people, in how many ways can this be arranged now? Now the answer is going to be, Nidhi is saying 24 factorial, Melvin is saying 24 factorial, Rutu is 24 factorial, Pranika. Okay, perfect. So everyone is giving this right answer. So now if you are considering or including the host and considering that there are going to be 25 people, then 25 people can be arranged in 24 factorial ways. So always remember to ask this question, that if people are to be arranged around the dinner table, is the host included in that or not? If the host is just inviting 24, then the including host, it would be 25. And 25 would be arranged in 24 factorial ways. And including host, if it is 24, then the answer is going to be 23 factorial ways. Now let us say that we'll see some more participants for our demo examples. Okay, so let us say that Aditya and Kashish are best friends and they should sit together. Now, in how many ways can the arrangement be done? Okay, so now it's a tricky question, so I'll help you first, after which you can answer. Initially, what we are doing in circular permutation is, if there are 3 people, we are considering position of at least one as fixed. In our previous example, we have seen A, B, and C. So if we consider A as fixed, the 2 options can be this, or you can interchange, you can write C over here and then B over here. So in circular permutation, what you have to do is consider at least one position to be fixed. That is the reason why the formula comes as n minus 1. That if there are 25 people, at least one position is to be fixed, so that I can have 25 minus 1, which is 24 factorial as my answer. Why is that requirement over there, that one position is to be fixed? Because if one position is fixed, then we can arrange the other in a linear way. Then you can have, if one is fixed, you can have a left hand side, you can have a right hand side. You can have relative positions to that fixed one position. Hence, if you are having n objects in circular permutation, n objects can be arranged in n minus 1 factorial ways. Now consider this scenario, that Aditya and Kashish are best friends and they should sit together around the dining table. So let us say that we have 25 people, including Prashant as host. And out of these 25, Aditya and Kashish are 2 friends who should always sit together. In how many ways can I arrange that? So this is a big dining table. We need to fix one position. So we are going to fix the host Prashant over here. And what we need is, we need Aditya and Kashish to sit next to each other. There are other places can be arranged in any other way. So now this question belongs to which category? 2 objects to be together category. And if I want 2 objects to be together, what do? I consider them, tie them up together and consider them as one unit. So I'm going to consider them as one unit. So how many total number of units will I have? So earlier I had 25 total number of people, but out of those, if I'm considering 2 people as one unit, my new total number of units is going to be 24. And in how many ways can I arrange these 24 people? I can arrange them in 24 minus 1, that is 23 factorial ways. However, this one unit can be arranged in 2 ways. Aditya and Kashish, I can place Aditya here and Kashish here, or I can replace their positions, Aditya and Kashish here. So there are 2 ways of arranging between themselves. So Aditya and Kashish, or you can just revert it. So total is going to be equal to 23 factorial into 2. I'll repeat once again how we came to that answer. In this particular case, there are 25 people, out of which I want 2 friends to be together. So this is a case where we want 2 objects to be together. If we want 2 objects to be together, we consider them as one unit. Therefore, total number of units will be 25. Out of 25, 2 are considered one unit. So total number of units now is 24. Number of arranging 24 units in a circular round table or circular fashion, 24 minus 1, that is 23 factorial. Also that one unit which consisted of Aditya and Kashish, they can be arranged in 2 different ways internally. First Aditya, then Kashish, or first Kashish, then Aditya. So total is going to be equal to this into this, which is equal to 23 factorial into 2. So I'm going to ask you a question now. Now let us consider that Melvin Veer, and Om. These are three very good friends, and I want these three friends to always sit together. Same condition. Prashant has invited them for dinner, including Prashant. There are 25 people, and out of these 25 people, I want these three dear friends, Melvin, Veer, and Om, to always sit together. In how many ways can I do that? Type in your answers to let me know. Okay, so Melvin has given answer. Khushi has given answer. The answer can be right or wrong, but I want an answer so that I will understand where you are making a mistake or up to which point you are understanding. Okay, so I've got answers from Khushi, Atharva, Rutu, Pranika, Veer, and others. You have 10 more seconds. Riya has given answer. Most of the answers are right. Few are wrong, and I can understand why or what you are thinking or what the logic is behind coming that answer. Okay, so Veer has changed his answer. Perfect, Veer. You've got it. More. Atharva has given. Okay. Om has given. Time's up. So let's see the answer now. There are how many people? 25 people are there for the dinner. Out of it, I'm having three friends to be together. So if I want three people to be together, what I'm going to do? I'm going to consider them as one unit. Tie them together, consider as one unit. So how many units will I have now? Out of 25, I consider 3 as 1. So number of units is going to be how much? 23 units. Because the rest of the 22 people will be 1 unit each. And the 23, 24 and 25 are merged together to consider it as 1 unit. So they will form 23 units in total. And in how many ways can I arrange my 23 units? 23 units can be arranged in 22 factorial ways. Then go for arrangement of these three people, Melvin, Veer, and Om. So there are three people. In how many ways can three people be arranged? Three people can be arranged in 3 factorial ways or 6. So total is equal to 22 factorial into 3 factorial. So most of the answers that I got were 23 factorial into 3 factorial. So you have to reduce one term. I hope this answer was clear. I'll repeat once again if you want. There are 25 people, out of which I want the three friends, Melvin, Veer, and Om, to be together. So I'll consider them as one unit. So if I'm considering these three as one unit, total number of units that I'll have is 23. The rest 22 are considered as one, and these three are considered as one. So total number of units is 23. So this is important, that you should understand why this 23 came from where this 23 came. This 23 came when we are considering these three as together as one unit, and rest 22 are individual units. So total number of units is 23. And once you have that, once you know that there are 23 units, they can be arranged in a circular way in 22 factorial ways. And then go for this. If there are three people, this is easy. Three people can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. So total is equal to 22 factorial into 3 factorial. So type in yes if you have understood this. We'll see a few more questions. Rutu has said got it. Others, type in yes, no, doubt, little bit. Okay, yes from Pranika and Om. Understood from Shweta and Aditya, got it. Perfect. Kashish has said understood. Okay, good. So I'll move on then. Okay, so in previous example, who are our friends? Aditya and Kashish. Okay. So we have seen one example earlier in which Aditya and Kashish are very good friends and they should be sitting together. But now there is a fight between them, between Aditya and Kashish, and now they don't want to sit together. So in how many ways can the 25 people be arranged if I don't want Aditya and Kashish to be together? So in how many ways can I do that? Okay, so this question sounds like I don't want two objects to be together. And how do I solve two objects to be not together, or vowels to be not together? If I don't want something to be together, what I do is I simply forget about them. So I'll forget about Aditya and Kashish. So remaining, how many people are there? Remaining 23 people will be there. And those 23 people can be arranged in 22 factorial ways. Okay. And then we'll find places for Aditya and Kashish. So how many places will be there? If there are 23 people, number of places for Aditya and Kashish will be also 23, out of which I have to fill in two places. So that is equal to 23p2, which is equal to 23 factorial upon 23 minus 2, that is 21 factorial. Therefore, I can say that total is equal to 22 factorial into 23 factorial divided by 21 factorial. Now, there might be confusion where this 23p2 came from. So I'll explain in more detail over here. Consider three objects. If you want to place these three objects in a linear way, how many cross positions can I form? I can form 1, 2, 3, 4 cross positions. So in linear permutations, if there were three objects and I wanted to place two objects such that they are not together, there would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. One extra position would always be present because there was a first point and there was a last point. But in circular fashion, if you have three positions, how many positions can I fill in between them? Or how many crosses can I draw? I can draw three crosses, not four. In linear, there can be four crosses. In circular, there will be three places where the objects can be placed in such a way that they are not together. There will be one less than this. And the reason is, in linear, you have first and last position. In circular, you don't have first and last position. So, if there are three objects A, B, and C, how many objects can I place between them? I can place three objects between them in such a way that they are not together. Now let's get back to our question and we'll understand this in a more better way now. Out of 25, I don't want Aditya and Kashish to be together. So simple, I'll forget about them. I have 23 remaining. The remaining 23 can be arranged in 22 factorial ways. And then I'll find place where I can keep Aditya and Kashish so that they are not together. If there are 23 remaining people, how many places would be there so that Aditya and Kashish are not together? N would be 23. As I said, if there are three places, the crosses would also be equal to 3. So if there are 23 places, so number of crosses would also be equal to how much? 23. Hence n is over 23 over here. And out of that 23, how many places am I actually going to fill up? I'm just filling up two places, Aditya and Kashish. So in how many ways that can be done? That is equal to 23 factorial upon 23 minus 2, that is 21 factorial. So total is equal to this. Okay, so I'll make this a bit more complicated now. And I want to solve. So Melvin was there. Melvin, we know. Okay, so now consider another case where these three friends which we have seen earlier to be together. Now these three friends have fight amongst them. Same condition. Prashant is invited home for dinner. There are 25 people. Now in this 25 people, how many ways can I arrange, or can these 25 people be seated for dinner in such a way that Melvin, Veer and Om are never together? So think about this example, try to apply the logic over here. I'll give you a minute to think and type in your answers. I know it can get a bit confusing, but it's also interesting. It's like a puzzle. So if you're able to solve that puzzle, you get the joy. So solving these kind of questions is interesting. Like even if it was not in your textbook, you can still solve it as a puzzle, like a brain teaser, and enjoy it. Okay, so type in your answers. I've got a few answers. I've got answers from Path, others. Shweta has also given an answer. Om has given an answer. Okay, Athro will check. Khushi has given an answer. Others. Some of the answers are same, some of the answers are different. And at this point, it doesn't matter if you're giving the correct or wrong answer. I want you to think and at least try right now. So I want answers from each and every one of you. There are 24 participants. I want at least 20 answers. I've got answers from Melvin, Pranika. Okay. You have 30 more seconds. Think. Correct or wrong answer. Anything is fine. Just type in your answer so that I can understand what you're thinking, what logic you have used to reach that point, so that I can explain in that way. Veer has given an answer. Okay, let's see the solution. So how many people are there? 25, out of which I don't want 3 people to be together. So if I don't want 3 of them to be together, what I'm going to do is I'm going to forget about them. So if I forget about Melvin, Veer and Om, how many remaining people are there? Remaining there will be 22 people. And in how many ways can I arrange 22 people? 22 people can be arranged in 21 factorial ways. But now we have to also place or find a place for Melvin, Veer and Om. So how many options will be there for Melvin, Veer and Om? There will be 22 options because there are 22 people. And out of those 22 options, how many places am I filling up? I am filling up 3 positions. So that is equal to how much? 22 factorial divided by 22 minus 3. So that is 19 factorial. So my total is going to be equal to 21 factorial into 22 factorial upon 19 factorial. I'll repeat once again how it was done. There are 25 people in total, out of which I don't want Melvin, Veer, Om to be together. So if I don't want something to be together, it's simple. I'll just forget about them. So if I forget about them, forget about these 3 objects, remaining objects are 22. And 22 objects can be arranged in 21 factorial ways. Now I have to place Melvin, Veer and Om. So number of places for them will be 22. As we have seen over here, if there are 3 objects or A, B and C, the places between them will also be 3. So if there are 22 people who have been arranged, the number of places between them is also going to be equal to 22. And out of that, how many places I want to fill up? I want to fill up 3 places for Melvin, Veer and Om. So that can be done in how many ways? That can be done in 22 P3 ways, which is equal to 22 factorial upon 22 minus 3, 19 factorial, and total is equal to multiplication. Okay, so type in the chat box if you have understood and let me know. So Melvin, have you got it? Parth had given correct answer. Pranika has given correct answer. Atharva, Kushi, Aditya, and Om are saying clearly understood. Perfect. Others? Melvin, did you get why it is 19? Good. Perfect. So we'll move on then. Consider that there are 3 English books, 4 Hindi books, and 5 maths books. I want to arrange them in a circular way. So in my library, I'm having a circular bookshelf. So in how many ways can I do that? So how many objects are there total? 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 5, 12. So 12 objects can be arranged in how many ways? 12 objects can be arranged in 11 factorial ways. Because it is a round table, or I can say round color shell. But something is repeated over here. English books, 3. So we are, suppose that these are 3 identical English books. So same English books are there. So 3 books are same. So we'll divide by 3 factorial. 4 same Hindi books are there. So I'll divide by 4 factorial, and 5 math books are there. So I'll again divide by 5 factorial. So answer is going to be equal to 11 factorial by 3 factorial, 4 factorial, 5 factorial. If this question was there for your linear permutations, in linear permutation, how we solved it? We checked 3 English books, 4 Hindi books, 5 math books, total 12. 12 objects can be arranged in 12 factorial ways. And when all the objects are not distinct, or when the objects were repeated, we divided by that number of terms. 3 factorial, 4 factorial, 5 factorial. So this is answer for your linear permutation for arranging 3 English, 4 Hindi, 5 math books in a linear way. And this is your answer if you want to arrange them in a circular order or circular permutation. And as you have seen up till now, permutation is all related to arrangements where order is important. Okay, so have you got this point? Type in yes to let me know. Okay, Shweta and Melvin had given answers at 11 factorial, but you'll also have to divide by the terms if they are repeated. Yes, perfect. Aditya Kushi is saying good. Om and Pranika, perfect. So now tell me, in how many ways can 2 Marathi, 3 English, and 4 science books be arranged in a circular way and in linear way? So tell me answers for both. First, tell me for circular ways of arranging them, and then in how many ways can I arrange them in a linear way. Okay, I've got answers from Melvin, Veer. Good. Melvin, the objects are repeated over here. Objects are not all distinct. And if all the objects are not distinct, we have to divide by the objects which are repeated. Perfect. Good, Melvin. So I've got answers from nearly everyone. Shweta, Pranika, Melvin, Khushi. So circular. How many ways can I arrange them? 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 4, 9. 9 objects can be arranged in 9 minus 1, that is 8 factorial. However, something is repeated. So I'll divide by that repetition times 3 and 4. In linear, I'm having 9 objects which can be arranged in 9 factorial ways. And there is a repetition, so I'll also divide by this 2 factorial, 3 factorial, and 4 factorial. Okay. So now let us go back to a previous condition where Prashant had invited everyone to his home for dinner. And Prashant has 2 best friends. Let us say his best friends are Om and Veer. And he wants his best friends to sit next to him, or you can say adjacent to him. So on left hand side, Om should sit, and on right hand side, Veer should sit, or on right, Veer, and on left, Om should sit. So now in how many ways can this arrangement be done, where you want particular people to be arranged on either sides? So consider this as a homework question, as we are running out of time. We'll finish up this exercise tomorrow. Today we have seen exercise 3.5. I have covered nearly all of the questions. So your homework is go home, solve exercise 3.5, each and every question. The question that you don't get, or you're stuck, or you're not able to solve, ask them tomorrow. Also consider this as a homework. If you're not getting answers, I'll discuss it tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Just let me know in the chat box if you have understood this lecture, enjoyed it, our basic everyday drill. If you have any doubts, type in your doubts, or if you understood 50% of the lecture, type in to let me know. If you want any other changes, type in to let me know. Okay, thank you. Om is saying enjoyed. Veer, Melvin is saying enjoyed and understood. Rutu, Khushi, no doubts and understood. Pranika is saying understood. Aditya, thanks. Examples were interesting. No doubts. From Shweta, Kashish, and Athurva. Okay, thank you, everyone. So we'll meet tomorrow then, and do complete your homework. Complete all the questions till exercise 3.5. If you have any doubts, ask tomorrow. Thank you.